Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I want to share you a story, something that I lived in the past, a very strange spiritual encounter that I had when I was in the, how do you call it, in the dormitory of girls. And that's something, that's something I want to talk about is how when you go to in Africa in general, when your parents drop you in school or in dorm, that's something that I really got kind of upset with my parents is this capacity, of the kids in the hands of foreigners or strangers, I would say like that. It was a Catholic dormitory of girls, I know, but still, it's something that I notice with African parents. Usually, the ability that they have to just, it's family. You can do nothing. People learn from their mistake with time. And my parents were busy. They were having also their responsibility in life. And I guess being abroad in a dormitory wasn't easy for them either. I remember the day the nun, she physically beat me, like very violence. I was crying. All because I wanted to report an attempt of rape from a priest. But then I was mistreated instead. And I remember the day after, my sister was calling me. She was, I think she was in London, something like that. She was so excited because she was sent for a work formation, sometimes work like that. And she called me and she wanted to check if I was okay because she had to call my brother who were in another dormitory of boys, and me, I was in a dormitory of girls at the time. So I was on my own, I was alone. So she wanted to check how I was. So she was calling. At the time in the 90s, we had to buy like, card with calling it, and you are calling people from outside. So that's what she did. My parents were not always there. They were traveling also. They couldn't be there because they were back home. I wasn't back home. I was in another African country, by the way. And it was difficult. It was a very much difficult time of my life. Very difficult time of my life. So I remember that period. There were girls. Okay, among these girls, there were two of them who welcomed me the first day I came into the dormitory. They welcomed me, they were very nice. There were so many things that I didn't understand from the first day. I could see the red flags, but I didn't really care much because I was so excited to be with girls only. But I'm telling you, it was a very traumatic experience. But anyway, I got good girls. I got friends there. So, there was one of the girls, she was younger than me, who one day I saw she was crying because everybody said that the nun, the superior mom, the oldest, beat her. And she had blood in her eyes. And I went to see her, I said, what's going on to you? What happened to her, to you? She couldn't really talk, And the way they were treating us was sometimes so. We were in military style. Okay, in the morning you wake up early in the morning. You go. I don't know how they organized. They were cheap on the way they were spending the money that our parents were paying for everything. For instance, they didn't give us breakfast in the morning. When they told to the parents that we had breakfast in the morning, the breakfast, we will have to find the breakfast on our own pocket money. So the day my the night my sister called me, and I wanted to tell her what was happening and why, and also that the nun beat me because. But I was trying to talk to her on the phone, and I heard like click, the noise like someone is pick up the phone on the other side. So when I look up there on the balcony, there was the bedroom of the superior nun. She was listening to the conversation. So I couldn't say a word to my sister, but I was so broken in my heart. I was so down, and I couldn't tell. I was about to cry, but I couldn't cry because if I was crying, she would come to, to slap me, to beat me. So I told my sister that everything was fine, but I was crying in my heart, And she told me, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay." Because I was about to tell her, there is something that happened. And then, yeah, what happened? And then I heard the noise. I heard that someone was breathing on the phone. It was the superior nun. And when I looked up there, it was her who was on the phone. She was listening to my conversation. So I couldn't say a word. So I told my sister I was good. That little girl was beaten. She had blood in her eyes because the superior nun, again, because you have like 1, 2, 3, we have like 3 or 4 nuns in the dormitory. So we were only women in the dormitory, in the complete compound. Only one man who was in charge of the security, and some men coming sometimes to drop some, delivery. But men, when they see there are women everywhere, they're always like, they're always gonna look around like all these women. But we were suffering. Seriously, we were suffering there. We were suffering. So, the place was good. It was a good construction, building, but the system, we suffered a lot. The girl told me, she didn't talk, she just told me she saw a nun that was gone a long time ago, who passed away a long time ago. The nun who was in the pictures downstairs at the place where we were praying. She said she saw her on the balcony the night before. And when she saw her, she screamed and she said, "I saw the nun who is dead." And then the superior nun, when she heard that, she beat her. She told her, "You talk nonsense," and blah, blah. She beat her, and blah, to the point where she had blood in her eyes. I was shocked, but I didn't know. The culture was very different there, Then, later on, I think the 2 months after, I was sleeping in my bedroom, because in the bedroom we were 3 in the bedroom. I think, yeah, we were 3 in the bedroom. We were from different countries in the same bedroom. And when people come from different countries and different backgrounds, you don't know everything about people. But I don't think they had a situation. But that spiritual encounter was horrible. I was sleeping by night, and around, I think, 1 a.m., something woke me up. A presence woke me up. A very strange presence. That presence started moving stuff around in the bedroom. That presence was turning, there was one of my roommates in the bedroom had like a container, I don't know how to say that in English, and she was putting stuff there. The container was turning, spinning for like an hour alone. I was scared. The first time of my life that I was scared to that level.